What's up, my Super Saiyan Blues? Welcome to part 2, SSB Ace, my story. And something I forgot to add in, part 1, and it also takes place till about 13 years old in this one. I played baseball, T-ball at 5, got the kids pitch at 9, and quit playing at 13 because my father lost his job. That being said, when we last left off last video, we had just had my third open heart surgery, the modified Fontan. Things were good. I lived my life pretty much as a normal teenager, or normal little kid to teenager, until 1998. Probably June or July of 1998. I was playing basketball with a couple of friends of mine. And we're playing, and I go home, and I tell my mother I think I'm dying. See, what had happened is my heart was racing. It would not slow down. Called the doctor. We rushed to the doctor's office. They did all the tests they could do, catheters, EKGs, echoes, and found out I had something called atrial flutter. Essentially, it was where your heart beats really fast in your atrium and your ventricles don't catch up. Could be bad, because if it goes 1-to-1, meaning that it's 200 on the top and 200 on the bottom, I'm dead. Luckily, mine went 200 and stayed normal on the bottom, so I was okay. After those tests were done, went to the doctor in August. From August to November, I had to wait to get the surgery, my fourth open heart surgery. And at this time, I was 18 years old. I was an adult. I could think for myself. I could feel for myself. And it was one of the lowest points of my life, folks. I contemplated suicide many times. Well, at least twice. One was by getting in a bad drug deal or something I wanted to do. That was dumb. The second one was, it was a night, it was before Halloween, October of 1998. I had a Blazer. And I would drive, and I'd had it that day. My sadness had reached this point. My fear had reached a point. And folks, I don't like to say this, but speed limit in Texas is about 70, 75 miles an hour. I remember, and please never do this because this is something you're not supposed to do. I remember closing my eyes and removing my hands from my steering wheel and proceeding to just drive, just hoping to God, hoping to whoever was listening that I would end my suffering by taking myself out. And folks, that was, I look at it now, it was scary as fuck. At that time, I didn't care. I just found out I was going to have a fourth open heart surgery. Was scared shitless, y'all. Was scared shitless. I thought my life was over. So about 2.5 minutes, maybe 5, seemed like an eternity. I had my eyes closed. And I didn't do it, okay? I did not do it. My hands got placed back on the wheel. Slowed my truck down, pulled over to the side of the road, and bawled like a baby. Tears just streaming down my face, punching my steering wheel. Crying, anger, pain, love, hate, these emotions, fear, sadness of missing my parents, all of that came out. And I sat on the side of that Texas highway for about 15 minutes, crying like a baby. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. Two weeks later, around Halloween, my parents and I go to church. Now, I'm a Catholic and I've been going to church my whole life. And, you know, I don't push it on anybody, but if you get in church, believe in God, I think your life might be okay. We were sitting in Mass. And we were praying about something. I don't even remember what was going on in the prayers or whatever, folks. But I remember feeling this warm sense of everything was okay, I guess. I don't know what it was. It was just this warm sense. And I started bawling. Like ugly crying, bawling in church. Had to excuse myself outside of church. I interpreted that as God telling me it was going to be okay. The pain, the anger, the stress, the fear melted away. And I knew what my goal was. My goal was to live to November 18th, 1998, when they would give me my fourth and hopefully my final heart surgery. I remember the day all too well. We went into there. I kissed my mom and dad goodbye, shedding tears because I'm still scared, but I know it's going to be okay. I saw a tear run down my dad's cheek. My mom cried. My sister was crying. My aunts were crying. Grandmas were crying. All scared shitless, you could see it in their face. But in that moment of clarity, I looked at them, put my thumb up, and said, I'll see y'all in a couple hours. 8 hours later, I woke up in recovery to my mom and dad sitting there. It was the greatest successful feeling I've ever had in my life, folks. I knew God hadn't let me down. I knew Texas children hadn't let me down. And I knew my parents hadn't let me down. A month later, I graduated high school, folks. I walked across the stage, still with surgical sutures in it still. One of the most triumphant moments of my life. To graduate high school after almost dying yet again. Along with that 1998 surgery, I got a pacemaker that helps keep my heart between a certain range. And I've had multiple replacements. Two or three of the replacements went fine. The fourth replacement I had, I remember being in the recovery room. And they got other patients around you. One of the patients was a baby. I don't know if he was a toddler or a baby, or not an infant or a baby. But 1 minute that baby was cooing and crying, and next minute it was code blue. They rushed in there to save that baby. It didn't happen. I was angry, folks. I prayed to God. I begged. I pleaded. I said, I know my mom and dad are going to be fine without me. Just take me instead of that baby, because that baby had no chance at life. And here I was, 22. Just take me. I still see that when I close my eyes, folks. I feel it every day. There's a lot of anger inside from all these surgeries and all the stuff I've been through, folks. And I directed it to wrong people sometimes. And I know I shouldn't do it. And it's caused me to say things and act certain ways on Twitter and in social media and in public. And I just want y'all to know that I'm not really that guy. I'm not really that angry dude. I'm a very caring and loving guy that just is hurt. I'm hurt. I'm emotionally unstable most of the time. And I put on this smile and this clown face so y'all can be happy. These videos, I don't like doing these videos because I don't like talking about myself. I don't like sharing my story. Because I feel like a pansy. I feel like a loser. I feel like I'm, something I'm not. I struggle with it every day, folks. The next thing I'm going to mention is going to be the last thing for this video, and then we'll start, and then the third video will come out whenever. But exactly a month after I walked across the stage at my graduation, I started college, January 18th, 1999. That was the happiest day of my life, folks. I had been told for years, you will never see your 15th birthday. Then it was, you'll never see 21. May 1st, 1980 to May 1st, 2020, I'll be 40 years old. I don't think they know what they're talking about when the good Lord's involved, y'all. That's all I got for this video. The next video will be from 2001 to 2019. Probably a little bit better video than this one. This one's a little cryy and a little angry, but y'all needed to see this. Y'all need to know why I'm the way I am and how I act the way I do. I think Robin Williams said it once. I make people laugh because I don't want to see them cry. And folks, if you see AJ doing some stupid shit around you to make you laugh, it's because I don't want you to cry. I want you to be happy. And my story, I'm telling y'all, don't want you to be sad for me. I want you to know that I'm a person that's been through some shit, but I'm still here. I'm still fighting. And I ain't quitting no time soon. I love y'all. Remember what I always tell you. Be kind to one another. Peace out. I'll see you in part 3.